In about 1 week, on Saturday, July 1st, the US government is going to have access to basically all of your financial information, from who you're receiving money from to who you're sending money to and everything in between. Now, this might seem like something out of a Stephen King novel. However, this is real life and it's here. What I'm talking about is the new federal payment processing service that is called FEDNOW. It is going to be taking effect in July. Welcome to the Big Report, and on this channel I like to cover everything that is going on in finance and the economy and give you stories that you might not have heard in the mainstream media. So if you like to know what is going on in your economy, what's going on with your money, I would recommend you subscribe, like, and comment so I can keep you up to date with what's going on. So the FedNow system that we're talking about right now, to put it simply, it's going to kind of be like a Zelle for banks. So what FedNow is going to do, it's going to allow businesses to bill customers for parts or services and receive the money instantly. So it's going to be like a government-issued Zelle, pretty much. It's going to be like a payment processing service where instead of going through a third party like Cash App, Zelle, or Venmo, when sending money from one person to the other, you're going to be going through the federal government. So I'm reading this article and they're trying to hype it up as if this is something that's going to be really good for businesses and people, and that it's going to make transactions safer and you're going to know exactly who you're dealing with. The biggest issue with this is this gives the government too much power. If you've seen any of the videos of everyone talking about this on TikTok, it gives the government pretty much access to all of your financial information, from who you're getting your direct deposits from to who you're sending money to. So they are pretty much the watchdogs and they have access to all of your financial information. There are several things happening here that we need to talk about. So one, if you guys remember, I think it was last year, they had tried to implement a bill where if you received anything more than $600 from anyone on Zelle or Cash App or anything like that, deposit into your account, now they wanted the banks to notify them. Well, now the banks don't have to notify them because the payment is going directly through them. So they already know everything. So every dollar or cent that is coming into your account, they know about it because they're the one processing the payments. So that's number one. That is a way that they found to bypass the entire thing. Number two, what this does is really helps them squeeze taxes out of American people. Now, this is a concern because a lot of people during the pandemic specifically had to pick up second or third jobs and pretty much work under the table to provide for their family. People had to do handyman work, people had to do side hustles, side gigs on the side to basically try to put food on the table. Now the government is going to have access to all of the transactions going on in your account. And let's say you reported your income from your 9-to-5 jobs, but you didn't report your income from your businesses. Now they know that, and they're going to be able to effectively tax you on that. So all government agencies, could potentially have access to your bank account information, to your bank statements and stuff like that. So this is really, really scary. And one point that I see, I was reading about in this article, is that it could be programmable. So that means they might potentially have the ability to shut off your ability to use your own account, to basically freeze your assets remotely. So they don't even have to go to a court to get a warrant. They already have all of your information. If you do something that they don't like, they can just shut off access to all of your money. Say there's another pandemic and they don't want you out past a certain time, but you have to go put gas in your car, you have to go buy food for your family, they can just shut off your bank accounts so that you do not have money to buy essentials or do anything like that. So this is really, really scary. And within the next coming weeks, if you guys see terms and conditions updated from your banks, you might want to read through them carefully because this might contain some of that language in there. And if you're asking yourself, would my bank be part of this program? Most likely, if it's a big bank, one of the bigger banks in the country, they don't really have a choice. You know, they rely on the Federal Reserve for a lot of things, and they're also regulated by the Federal Reserve. So when the Federal Reserve rolls things like this out, there isn't really much pushback that they can give. So I'm just going to read you a list of banks that are already compliant with FEDNOW, and you can just see for yourself if your bank is one of the banks that is compliant. So we have more than 110 banks that have already piloted the settlement program, which includes BNY Mellon, Citibank, Capital One Financial, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and Chase, TD Bank, US Bank Corp, Wells Fargo, and a couple of other credit unions. So let me know what you guys think down below. Feel free to have a discussion about this. This is really scary for a lot of different reasons, and I am curious to see how Americans are going to fight back against this, because this is really giving the government way too much control, too much access. That is entirely insane. There's not even anything we can do about it because the bill already passed. So let me know what you guys think down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.